on it, but saw some bones that were laid down with a broken arrow. They were laid down by our camp. Joseph Smith addressed Sylvester Smith. Sylvester Smith was a troublemaker, but not related to Joseph. This is what I told you, and now I want to tell you that you may know what I meant. This land was called the land of desolation, and Onondagas was the king, and a good man was he. There in that mound did they bury his dead, and did not dig holes as people do now, but they brought their dirt and covered them until you see they have raised it to be about 100 feet high. They made this mound with baskets full of dirt, one basket full at a time.
On top of the mound.
Yeah.
On top of the hill.
They had to bring the basket
Right
of
here.
dirt up.
Right here or right over there? Those are the two tops.
Yep.
But it was on a hill.
Right.
A normal hill.
This hill.
Yeah, this is
Or that hill. Not a hill.
What's under it though?
The bones. Yeah.
This is the bones under here. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're standing on top of them.
Yeah. He was okay, let's see. About 100 feet high. Well, if you go from the south side, it looks like 100 feet because it's part of the terrain and the mountain kind of keeps going up. It just depends. But the last man buried was Zelph. He was a white Lamanite who fought with the people of Onondagas for freedom. Now, Onondagas was that prophet. When he was young, he was a great warrior and had his thigh broken, and it never was set, and it knitted together as you see on the side. He fought after it got strength until he lost every tooth in his head save one. No good dentist back then. The Lord said he had done enough and suffered him to be killed by that arrow you took from his breast. These words he said as the mound was moving off the ground. As near as I could learn, he had told them something about the mound and got them to go and see for themselves. I then remembered what he said a few days before while passing many mounds on our way that was left of us. Said he, there are the bodies of wicked men who have died and are angry at us. If they can take advantage of us, they will, for if we live, they have no hope. I could not comprehend it, but I supposed it was all right.
Wow. That mound was which mound?
Yeah, the mound that was on the left side of the trail they were following between Ohio and Missouri was in Ohio. There was a mound there, and I've been to see that mound, and I've got a picture of it. Joseph Smith said there's been a lot of people killed, and when a lot of people are killed, the prophet's spirits will sink. And after he said that, they went a few rods further, 16 feet and a half, went a few rods further, and then they saw this mound. And everyone agrees that studies the Zion's Camp Trail that was the Enon Mound in Enon, Ohio. It's right between Dayton and Springfield, Ohio, and it's a very tall mound. It's right in the middle of a neighborhood. It covers a city block, and this has been identified as a Jaredite mound, which they call Adena mounds. The archaeologists call them Adena mounds, but they date to the Jaredite period. And they call these Hopewell mounds, which dates to the Nephite period. Okay. Anyway, so wicked men were buried in that Jaredite mound. Basically, is what Joseph Smith was saying. Okay, so did you have another question about